Hey guys, it's Jade. So it's about that time where I do my review for the Mamas. The first Mamas was on Saturday, and that was the one in Vietnam. So the one today that just went up about a half hour ago was the Mamas in Japan, and the last Mamas that's going to take place this year is of course in Hong Kong on December 1st, which is Friday. Um, yeah, so I got my notes here, and yeah, let's get started. So, opening up the show was who I consider the queen of K-pop, and that is Boa. Even though these days SM just has her just hostage in Japan, but nonetheless, it's great to see Boa perform, and so it was kind of like a collaboration stage with her, 17 and Twice. So that was pretty cool. And then she did Camo, which is one of my favorite songs this year. Um, but yeah, so that was a great performance. And then the first award that they gave out was Best New Female Artist, and it went to Pristin. So congratulations to Pristin. I wasn't really a fan. I wasn't really a fan of their debut. I really wasn't. But um, when they came out with their second mini album, and I heard it on a Twitch stream, I was like, oh, this actually sounds pretty good. And so I went on my own accord and listened to the album. I really did enjoy it. I really did. Like just the other night, I was on the phone with Alex, and I was kind of like just playing just random K-pop videos. And I was playing Pristin's We Like, and even though like my mom, she's not even heard of Pristin or anything like that, even she started singing like the chorus because it's very infectious. It is. So it's very catchy, very infectious. So I really did enjoy. I really do like that song, and I really did enjoy that mini album. So if you have not listened to Pristin's latest comeback, which was School's Out, definitely go check it out. But yes, congratulations to Pristin for winning Best New Female Artist. The next performance was Monster X, and I'm very happy because Monster X had their own stage. Because usually they have to share with somebody, but they had their own stage this time. So I'm like, thank you, God. Um, Sorry if you hear me yawning. It is literally like 8:30 in the morning, and I've been up since 4:30 to watch the Mamas. So excuse me if you hear me yawn throughout this video. I'm pretty tired, um, but yet they performed like a remix of Beautiful, and they did Dramarama. And of course, Wonho decided he wanted to start stripping again. I'm like, I'm gonna need him to, for my sanity and for other mom baby sanities, to family need to keep his clothes on. Keep your clothes on. Like I need just do that for me, please. Thank you. Um, and then at the end, Wonho and Shonu decided they want to start stripping and shit. I'm just like, can y'all not? Can y'all not? Like really? Ugh. But anywho, next we have Best New Male Artist, and of course it went to One on One. I mean, I would have been literally shocked if it wasn't One on One, but I already knew the minute I saw they were nominated. I'm like, oh, you're definitely is going to One on One, hands down. And so next, Sarang, if you don't know who she is the daughter of a really famous MMA fighter, and he's also an actor. I can't remember his name right now. I'm very often when it comes to remember actors' names because a lot of people share the same name, and I don't really watch dramas and movies like that. So I only know like maybe a couple of actors, but I know them probably by face, but not by name. But he had brought her out, and she is adorable, and she's like insanely popular in Korea. She's only what, 5 or 6 or something. But she had presented EXO with the Best Asian Style in Japan award. Next we have Wiki Miki, Chunga, and Pristin. They kind of did like a IOI reunion, even though they didn't really have everyone in IOI, but I wish they did. Um, but they kind of had like a reunion, and they performed, and then they all came together to perform with AKB48. If you do not know who AKB48, they are like most likely, probably definitely likely the biggest group in Japan, like, and probably one of like the biggest girl groups ever. Like, they are huge. But I really did enjoy that performance. I really did. And so, speaking of IOI and Produce 101, they also showed a little teaser for the next season. Is going to be called Produce 48. So my assumption or my prediction for this next season is that Mnet is going to try and create their own version of AKB48. So meaning that it's going to be the Korean version of AKB48. I'll put money on it right now. Like you heard it here, it's November 29th, 2017 at 8:37 in the morning. I said this is most likely going to be the premise of this new season, Produce 101 or Produce 48. But this is going to be interesting, when more details come out. And so after that, Zico had performed. Zico always gives me a great performance. I know he's problematic as fuck, but I really do enjoy me some Zico. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I didn't even know he was performing. So, but yeah. So next, Chunga, she had won the Best of Next award. So congratulations to her. And then next, the group from Idol School had performed. And after that, Twice had won Best Dance Female Performance. I'm not surprised because I figured it was either going to be Twice or Red Velvet. So congratulations to Twice. Monster X won an award for Best Live Performer, or Best Concert Performer. Same difference. So congratulations to them. I mean, like I said, I had an opportunity to see Monster X live in concert in New York this July on their beautiful world tour. If you've ever had a chance to see Monster X live, definitely go do it. It's going to be worth every penny, I'm telling you. And honestly, I feel like this reminds me of BTS, and I'm explaining why. Because back in 2015, BTS won their first music show. Also, they went from performing on the red carpet to performing on they're having their own stage at the Mamas that same year. A year later, they blow up and they ended up winning Artist of the Year. So I feel like if things continue how they are going with Monster X, I feel like that can be Monster X as well. They won their first music show this year. They had their own stage. They won Best Live Performer. The next thing for them is winning either Song of the Year, Artist of the Year, whatever. I feel like this could be leading up to something even greater for Monster X. Next is New East W, the subunit for New East. They had won Discovery of the Year. Man, listen, New East is living their best life right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Even though they've had it was kind of like mixed feelings about them doing Produce 101 this past season. I being one of them, and I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't really here for it at first is because the fact that New East had been out since 2012. They had a very successful debut, but after that, nothing. And I felt that yes, you can probably say it's the public that may have not resonated with New East like that, but I also point the finger at Pledis, because had Pledis done a lot more for New East, they wouldn't have to do all of that. They wouldn't have to have gone on Produce 101 and basically, you know, kind of be like trainees. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had, like, I think everyone that was in Produce 101 last year, I think they were the one that had, like, pretty much, like, the most experience. Because they've been, and then not only that, but some of the members had been, doing stuff before they even debuted. So I felt like I said, if Pledis really, had just worked harder on, just getting them out there, just like they did with like 17, how like they've blown up, and you know it's slowly but surely happening for Pristin and stuff like that. I feel like they should have done that with Newies, years ago, and they wouldn't have to do this. But being the fact that they did the show and seeing how people saw them on the show, that you know things are working out for them. Minghyun is in, he's in 101. The other guys have a subunit. They won their first music show, and they're like gaining in popularity after like so long. But yeah, I just wish that their company really worked harder for them to succeed years ago, instead of having to do a show like Produce 101. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. So after that, Twice performs. Of course, I really do like Likey. I like their title tracks for the most part. B-sides, not so much. I'm gonna still give Twice the Gram a listen. Because I think I listened to every album so far. Yeah, I actually just listened to like Signal like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, like I said, I always give them a shot. Like I said, if they might eventually be like a 17 for me. Like, it was like that with 17. I didn't really like a lot of their like B-sides on their first few albums, but then they came back with, not this one, but the album before that with Don't Wanna Cry. That was a really great album. But this album, Teenage, is an incredible album. I'm hoping that eventually that'll be with that for Twice for me. But I always do really enjoy their title tracks. And the next, 101 performs. Of course, everyone was, really looking forward for 101. I'm a big fan of 101. Due to a lot of my friends who really, really, really like 101 and support them and stuff like that. So it was funny because I was watching the Mamas on a live stream on Facebook, and I'm looking at the comments, and then I just see like angry emojis and people leaving like trying to throw shade at 101. I'm like, is it even that serious? I mean, because first of all, the group ain't even gonna be around that long, sadly. I wish it was forever, but unfortunately shit don't work out like that. So come next year, the group's gonna be over and they're gonna be doing their own thing. So just let them, live their best life while they can, while they're still in 101. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be happy, let them succeed. They've been killing shit since their fucking debut. And I feel like it's just going to keep getting higher from here, because just the huge hype that 101 has. So it's like, I just the whole, just like the really like negative comments to 101, which is really fucking unnecessary. So yeah, after that, EXO had won the M-Wave Global Fan Choice Award. Then after that, 17 and Newies had performed. Of course, 17 kills it as usual. And I didn't have a chance to see them when they came to New York in the summer. But I hope I can see them in concert maybe next year when they come back. Just seeing their live performances, they honestly, 17 is an incredible group live. Like, I'm jealous for anyone that got to see 17 live, whether it be at a K-Con or just their own concert. I really, really want to see 17 live in concert, because I know for a fact that they will put on an incredible show. Just seeing them, just even on music shows, just the dancing and just the performance is just incredible. And then Nuis performed, and of course, Nuis, they, I really did like their performance, and they performed the song together. I don't know the song, but the song was lit, and I petitioned for Baekho, Sungkwan, and DK as a subunit. Just saying, Pledis hop on that. But yeah, I really did enjoy their performance together. And then after that, 17 had won Best Dance Male Group Performance. I had a feeling that they was going to win. It was either going to be them or BTS or EXO. One of those. So it was 17. And then after that, EXO was the last performance. So it was EXO CBX to be precise. They did Hey Mama and Kuching. I'm not a fan of Kuching. Hey Mama is not really a huge fan of the subunit per se. But it's all good. And then the last award was Song of the Year. Oh, excuse me. So Song of the Year. So it was EXO's Coco Bop, Twice's Signal, Red Velvet's Red Flavor, IU's Through the Rain, and Haze's You, Me, and the Clouds. I think that's the song. Yeah, I think that's the name of the song. And Song of the Year went to Twice. So congratulations to Twice. This is actually their second year in a row winning Song of the Year, because they won Song of the Year last year for Cheer Up. So, of course, congratulations to Twice. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's any girl groups that have won consecutive years in the same category, like, you know what I'm saying, like Song of the Year. I'm not sure. But either way, congratulations to Twice. Like I said, Signal was, a pretty big song this year. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. I try to make this as short as I can. So like about 20 minutes ain't too bad. I enjoyed the show. Like I said, I always watch the show. So yeah, tell me if you watched the Mamas, did you enjoy it? All that good stuff. And so yeah, so it's Friday, December 1st is going to be the last Mamas, and that's going to be the one in Hong Kong. To my understanding, that's the one that BTS is going to be at. So definitely, I expect BTS. I think BTS is going to perform more than likely. So I'm excited for BTS. I honestly don't know. I think 101 and 17 might perform as well. I know for a fact they said that 101 is going to be at every single Mama, and probably gonna be the same thing with 17. So yeah. Probably Twice is gonna be there too. Oh yeah. Taemin and Sunmi supposed to do a collaboration stage at the Mamas on Friday. I think Red Velvet and somebody, is it NCT? I don't remember, but yeah. So I think those are the collaboration stages that I can think of on top of my head. But whatever, it's all good. So you definitely know just to look out for my review for the last Mamas on Friday. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.